Hey guys, we should be live, so let's check if it actually works. Just a second. Let's take a look. It should be live, up and running. Okay, perfect. I should also have, let's see, can I see the chat? That would be a good thing. Hey, Jazeer, good morning. Good to have you here, mate. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay, great. So we have Jazeer joining. Okay, perfect. So in just a few minutes, about 1 or 2 minutes, I will show you how I created my landing page for my membership called the Chatbot Marketing Accelerator inside of LightFunnels, and also share some tips, basically tips and tricks that I used into styling the page even better than with the initial tools that LightFunnels provides, right? So that is something that I want to do during this live session. If you have any questions about LightFunnels or landing pages in general, do let me know. This actual landing page is going live early next week, and then I will be able to share statistics on how well it does as well. It will show up in organic traffic as well as paid traffic, and I will also do some split testing in between. But this is my main landing page, and from this main landing page I will do a couple of variants, and I will also show you how to do that during this live session. So first of all, let's grab the actual, there we go, actual tab. So let's go towards the landing page first, right? So this is the backend of LightFunnels itself. This is the actual landing page. So we have a banner on top with a limited offer, claim you 70% right now, right? So if I refresh this, I should also have a button now included. So as you can see, also have a button along with an evergreen timer. So this timer is specific towards the individual visitor that basically lands on my landing page, and it will only display for about an hour, and then the timer will reach 0. So this is providing a little bit of scarcity to claim the offer, right? If we scroll down, you will have basically a headline, right? A Chatbot Marketing Accelerator. If you're looking for ways on how to grow your business and that of your clients, and I have the solution for you as you will get access to. I will main some unique features, and I will also show you how this looks like in the backend, because the front end looks completely different than the backend. And that's where the custom styling comes in as well. Then I have basically an introduction towards the membership itself. So this is an introduction video, and if I just play this, you will see that it's me going over the membership. So as soon as you have access, I will show you around how you can get access, what kind of templates and workshops there are, just to give you an idea about the membership. So a video is much better in explaining these things than basically a whole length of a landing page, right? So that is why the video is on top. Then we have a little bit of an average rating of members is a 4.9. Actual rating, not, not just made up. Then we have the membership features. And again, this will look a little bit different in the backend because of the custom styling. Basically, LightFunnels does not show the actual custom styling like custom CSS directly in the backend. So you will need to take a look on the front end to see the outcome of your own styling. But this is basically the membership features, right? So we have in my Chatbot Marketing Accelerator membership, we have the premium templates, we have the advanced workshops, we have the mini apps, and also the one-on-one coaching. And the mini apps are specific to UChat. The premium templates are about ChatRace, basically the old platform that I supported previously, and now more focused on UChat. We have advanced workshops, so I'm recording almost 3 to 5 different kinds of workshops on a monthly basis. It's a little bit less at the moment because of my other priorities, but every single month there will be more workshops added towards this membership. And of course the one-on-one coaching. So if either of the members want to have some extra advice or need help with their own custom builds, then they can request one-on-one coaching as well. If we go down, this is a little bit of social proof, right? Trusted by people from 35 plus countries. So inside my membership, I have over 275 members, ranging from basically 35 plus different countries worldwide. So that shows that the membership, digital membership, although it's mainly English in language, can really cater to a whole international range as well. We have inside the membership itself, it's 100% beginner friendly. You will have all kinds of workshops to start from. You know how to get access to the individual parts and stuff like that. You have 24/7 support from my chatbot. So that's really important to note, right? So I added the chatbot support. So inside the membership, you basically get access to that membership through a chatbot. And the chatbot is acting on several channels like Messenger, web chat, WhatsApp, Viber, and a few more. And you can get access to every single feature inside the chatbot. It will redirect you to certain parts if it's needed, to a LMS site for getting access towards your templates and workshops, but also to ask questions, right? So I'm still training the chatbot to answer more support questions. But that's of course an ongoing process. But basically, you will be able to reach me 24/7 through my chatbot. Then you will get some access about what you will learn in this membership. So fully documented templates, workshops, mini apps. It's just pleasantly visually appealing, right? To be able to get this this kind of display. It's white, but it's also colorful because of the icons, and it's not too much. I see a lot of landing pages that are really dark in background and even have darker colors for icons and stuff like that. And that might look nice, but it's actually mentally actually not helping you in trying to convert people to go down your page, right? So be able to use the white space inside of your websites, inside of your landing pages as well. So in this case, this section contains a lot of white spacing, but also has the colors to keep the intention on the basically on the section that I want to, right? So instead of having a colorful background and have some white text, I now have a white background and I have the colors on the sections that I want to highlight. So that's a really important feature to have as well. So you will see all the features that I have inside this membership. Then we will go over some social proof, again, some reviews that the members inside my membership gave, right? So we have a few that gave their reviews, and those are posted on the website themselves, as you can see here. Then we have another white section, but again, the colors try to highlight the features and the attention to the specific elements in this section. So we have the claim your spot now, we have the big headline, right, to grab the attention, to basically summarize what is mentioned in the text below. So for people who want to fast read, this is a really good practice, because you will have headlines containing all the information basically that you need to know. Then some information about me, as you can see here. So I've been in chatbot marketing for over 5+ years. I started all the way back with platforms like ManyChat. I tried ChatView. I went through Silverbot, messenger marketing, MMIO, right? That is a platform that I used as well. And I eventually end up with UChat itself. So a little bit of basically who is the person behind the membership. It's really important to build that kind of trust. Then we have the call to action, starting your chatbot journey the right way. Then we have the pricing section. So you can see that my landing page is not too big. All of this can be basically consumed within 3 minutes of time if you scroll down each individual section. And here you will get access at a 70% discount at just $397 one-time payment, right? So that's a really important one. So this is something that I actually it's 60%, so I need to adjust the headline on top. The 70% offer is gone. But if we basically scroll down, you will have a little bit more of ratings and reviews, right? Again, white background, but the colors on the individual sections is meant to draw the attention to those sections themselves. And as you can see, basically this is it, frequently asked questions, and then we have one more call to action, right? And if we go towards claim the VIP spot, then we'll go towards the checkout, and the checkout is also basically customized styling wise. If we take a look at the checkout in just a few moments, you will see that this styling of the borders is not displayed on the actual backend because it's again custom CSS, but I think it looks a little bit nice. And then we have the auto offer applied. So we have the offer here, and people can just fill in their credentials, join the membership. And the best part is when joining the membership, you will be able to be redirected not back to a landing page, right? The thank you page, but you will be redirected back towards a chatbot where your account will be automatically set up. And then you will get access towards the membership on full autopilot. So that is the advantage of using chatbots in combination with landing pages and stuff like that. So it's just really, really useful to implement this. So now that you've seen all of those, basically the preview itself, right? And we can just scroll through it really, really fast. And if we zoom all the way out, you will have a little bit of a better preview. And you will see that the styling is pretty much in sync every single time, right? So we start with a little bit of a bluish background. We have a white section, but then really colorful sections to highlight the features that we want to. A little bit of a blue again with an overflow of a certain social proof. Then we will have another white section that has basically the features highlighted through the colors, right? Then we have another blue section with the implementation of review, social proof. Then we will have a call to action. We have some information about me, the person behind the membership, and then we will have some starting, basically a call to action again. One of the last things will be the pricing, but below we will have a little bit more of social proof and some frequently asked questions with last but not least, the call to action to join the membership. So how does this look like on the back end? So if we take a look here, the first thing that you will notice is this section here. This section, if we take a look on the front end, and let's zoom in a little bit, you will see that these borders are basically styled, but also contain a border radius, right? So the way that I did this is by using custom CSS. And I do not apply the custom CSS under the settings and custom HTML, although for some things I did do so, just to apply it on a specific page, a little bit more customization. Just the decoration line through, because I did not see this element inside of LightFunnels, and I needed this. So if we scroll all the way back towards the pricing section, then you will not see it here. But if we take a look on the front end, you will see the line through here, right? So this is the line through that I did with some custom CSS. But if we take a look at the very top, you will see that these sections have a certain class. So if we take a look on the left-hand side, you will see a custom class is features, and then a custom ID is to. This means that I have set up a custom CSS style sheet, and inside that style sheet, I have a custom class, but I also have some further customizations with a custom ID. And this is the way that I did this. So if we take a look on the custom CSS, I did so on a funnel page settings overview. So that means that if I build a new page and I use the exact same styling options inside that page, those stylings options will automatically be applied instead of doing it on each individual page, which saves a lot of time. So in order to create your own style sheet inside of LightFunnels, you can go towards settings. You can go towards custom scripts, and here you will see that I have style between those symbols, right? Don't know how they are called at the moment, but you will have these styles. So we have styles between the symbols, and then at the end, all the way at the end, you will have the style, but then you will have the slash to close the style sheet, as it were. Inside, and we can enlarge this. So let's enlarge this a little bit. There we go. You will see that I have started my style sheet with a dot features. So the dot features has been applied towards this styling, right? So I have dot features applied here. If we take a look at the features, we have some border radiuses of 25 pixels, and you will see the border radius popping up here. We have the border style is solid. I have the border width set at 4 pixels. The margin top and the margin bottom are both set at 10 pixels to give a little bit of space. Then we have the padding left and right. And the padding left and right is basically the left and right in the inside of the in the inside of the container, right? So this gives the gives a little bit more space towards between the image and the borders of the container themselves. And then we go into the individual styling. And if we take a look in the individual styling, you will see that I have a #1, which is a class ID, right? But on the first one, I have a #2. And it contains a certain color. And this color is then picked up as blue. If I take a look at the other one, 3 and 4, you will see that those are different colors as well. So we have 3 here, and we have 4 here. Also have a 4 midline 1, which has the same one, but the border is a little bit different. I needed that for a different element on the page itself. But you can see that if you create a custom style sheet inside of the main section of your funnel, right? So under the custom scripts, you can also use this section, by the way, to include Google tag scripts, right? Google Analytics, your Facebook pixel, and stuff like that. You can apply that to the entire funnel, or you can apply it in the individual page by going towards these settings and then go towards your custom HTML. And then from here, you have your header and footer scripts, and you can insert those Google Analytics scripts. So if you have a Google conversion event, right, that you need to trigger on a certain page, you can insert that script directly inside of here. So those are the ways that you can use custom scripts, custom CSS, and stuff like that. But as you can see, I have done some styling. And actually, let's create another page. So let's duplicate this page so I can show you how it works, this custom styling at least. So let's go with duplicate this page. There we go. So if I duplicate this page, right, and just go inside, and I want to highlight something different, right? So let's say instead of having this highlighted, I want to do it on the video itself. The video itself is actually a bad example. So let's see if I can change something else. Well, actually, we can do it with the actual previews as well. So if we take a look on the backend, you will see that on this one, for example, right? We have the custom class features and the custom ID of one. That results in having the border radius and having this color. The color is set on the custom class, the custom ID, right? And the custom class is contains all the border radius, the padding, and the margins. So what I could do is, instead of going with 1, I can go with 3. So if I save this, right, and if I preview this, so let's preview, you will now see that this first section contains another border as opposed to the previous section, right? So if I change this on the backend, so if I say, okay, I want to go with 2 instead, let's do that. And then let's refresh. You will see that we get another color, right? And so this is the way that you can use those general style sheets to apply on all pages instead of setting it up directly inside of here. So inside of your custom HTML, right? So I did a little bit here because I do not want to have this applied throughout my entire funnel. I just want to apply it on this specific page. So if you want to have a style sheet, you just go with these options. So basically, to start a style sheet and end the style sheet, you will have these options, right? So you start the style with these symbols, brackets, however you want to call them. Can't remember the name for some reason. And then you end the style sheet by adding a slash before the style as a word, right? So everything in between basically allows you to style the specific elements on the page itself. So this is the way that you can use custom CSS. And there are a lot of ways that you can learn about CSS. My favorite site and a really quick reference about CSS, if we take a look, it's w3schools.com. So if you go here, CSS tutorials, you will have basically all the kinds of CSS syntaxes that you can use throughout your website builds, right? So if you go with a set index, for example, if you want to stack elements differently on your page than the page builder allows you to do, you can also use set index. You will get an explanation. What is the set index property? And then you will have, for example, an image, an example, right? You can try it yourself as well. So if you say try it yourself, you will get some custom CSS, and you can basically try to see what kind of effect this has, right? So if we say custom CSS is set to 100 and say run, you will see that the image goes before the text. So if you want to have the image behind the text, you cannot make that happen with your page builder, right? You can use a set index property and then, for example, set it to -1. So if we do that and set it to run, you will be able to stack the elements, stack the containers and stuff like that differently on your web page as desired. So if you want to learn about CSS, I would really recommend you into using W3 Schools. They also have great JavaScript tutorials, SQL, Python, and a bunch of other coding. But this really helped me into setting up really quick examples. And if I need to search something about CSS, almost every single time W3 Schools is ending up on top of the search results. And it really helped me into customizing my landing pages. So again, this is how I styled my basically my landing page inside of LightFunnels. So LightFunnels comes with a lot of elements that you can use, right? As you can see here, you can have your layout, you have your text, you have your media, forms, you have your miscellaneous, which you can use. And there are really a lot of blocks, also a lot of customization. So if you go inside and grab any customization and press edit, then you will have a lot of style options. As you can see here, you have your border styles, your shadows, your sizes, backgrounds, look, overflow. You will be able to set your transition duration, right? So if you have basically a transition anywhere between certain elements or on hover, for example, you will be able to set that transition according to your own preferences. So if it's a fast transition, or rather you want it to have a little bit of a slow fade in effect, right? You can set it with the transition duration. You also have the animation name, as you can see here. And you can add in a bunch of basically a bunch of those animations in as well. And if you go towards layout, you will have your spacing, you will have your alignment, you will be able to use flexbox to align and stack your elements the way you want it. But if you want to have a little bit more customization like I wanted to to be able to basically synchronize your designs between pages, because for me that's really important to be able to have the same exact colors, exact border radiuses and stuff like that on different pages to keep it all in sync. A custom style sheet is a really must because you can set just a custom class, right, and a custom ID, and based on those classes and IDs you will be able to basically just apply such a class and ID towards an element on your page, and then the custom CSS will be automatically applied instead of you needing to do it for every single element every single time. So this is what I wanted to show you in today's live session. So let me take a look if there are any questions. So let's go there. Omar is also joining, so thank you for joining, Omar. Again, if you have any questions, do let me know, and I will try to help out with that, or give you my view on certain setups or whatever you wish. I will be here for just a few more minutes. But yeah, for me, it was really important to be able to customize this landing page. As mentioned, this is a landing page that, let me remove this one for now. But this was a landing page that I needed for my Chatbot Marketing Accelerator. And I think it turned out pretty well. You can be the judge of that. But for me, it contains every single element. It's not too colorful. I use a lot of white spacing. As you can see, even in a green header, right? I have a white space with not only the text, but also the button itself, just to get focus towards certain elements. So I have focus on this main button right now because it stands out from the rest, right? Here we have a blue background, but we have colorful items highlighted, right? So we have the templates, we have the workshop, we have the coaching all highlighted as I intend to, right? So I want to be able to grab the user's attention to only take a look at the highlighted sections. And here I basically invert it, right? So I have a white background, but then I have the features that I want to mention and I want to draw the attention to, highlighted with a colorful boxed circle, a boxed container, right? And here we just have a blue background again, but again with spacing overflowing into the blue background, and also using that custom CSS styling again. So as you can see here, if we take a look at the backend, you will not see that styling being applied. You will just have this, basically this white box. And if we take a look at the box itself, the container, you will see that I have the custom class selected features, and I have the color selected as well in the custom ID. And this is just really useful. So if I would, for example, just use this, right? I want to highlight this, what I could do, and it does not make any sense, but let's just show it to you. Let's go with features, and let's call the custom ID, let's do this at 2, right? Let's save this and let's take a look at how this looks like. So if I go here, if I refresh the page, then this will get styled automatically without me just doing anything, just applying the styles. So if I just refresh, you will see that you will now have this border, right, around the headline, and you will see that you will have the border radiuses and stuff like that all automatically applied because we just added the custom class that is already being set up inside the custom CSS along with the color that we set up inside the custom ID. So if I change this to 4, for example, and save this and then refresh this again, you will see that this will get another color variation, right? And if I want to make some changes in the custom CSS, so let's assume that I go and adjust the border radius, right? So let's say I just want to have a border radius of 10. Let's press save. And if we take a look now on the front end, you will see that all the sections that are applied with the features and the colors, right, will now get a different border radiuses, all at the same time. So if I change the value inside the custom sheet, it will be applied through all the pages that have these elements selected, these classes selected. So if I refresh, you will see that now I have a less border on the individual elements. If we take a look here, you'll see that the border radiuses here are also adjusted and also on the text themselves. So if I adjust this, so let's just keep it at this one and let's put it back at 25 pixels. Let's go back. Let's adjust it. And if we refresh again, you will see the difference. And there you have it, and everything else is being selected as well. So that is a really big time saver when it comes to customizing your web pages and wanting to keep it all in sync with each other. So if you want to apply a certain border radius to all the individual sections that you want throughout different kinds of web pages, a custom style sheet, a custom CSS style sheet is really the way to go. You basically declare a custom class, you declare a custom ID if you want to, and then you will be able to give properties to those custom classes and IDs. And again, one thing that I need to point out inside the CSS style sheet is if you want to apply a class into a custom CSS, then you will need to start the class with a dot in front of it, right? So we have dot features. But if you want to style a custom ID with CSS, then you will need to have a hashtag instead. So if we scroll down, you'll see that I have a hashtag 1, hashtag 2, hashtag 3, and a hashtag 4, meaning that I'm not going to style a custom class, but I'm going to style a custom ID instead. So there is a difference between those sections, right? So if you have any questions, do let me know. I will take another look, but I don't think it is. Hey, Robin, thanks for joining, mate. Long time no see. We really need to catch up again. But yes, having these custom classes, this custom CSS really helps you into basically having the entire website, all the web pages in sync. Just apply the class, just apply the ID if you need to. In most cases, the class will be more than sufficient. But if you want to apply a little bit more diversity, like for me inside of these features, right? They all have the class features, but I wanted to highlight them in different colors. So I needed to apply a custom ID as well to basically declare the colors of each individual section here. If I did not do so, then each section would have the same color, which of course is a shame because having a little bit more of diversity on your web page is always a good thing, especially with colors, to be able to visually please the visitors that are joining the website. You need to be able to grab their attention every single time they scroll down a certain page. And this is just the way to do it. So actually, let me remove this because I did not I did not want it styled on the that individual section. So that was this one. Let me just remove the custom class here and the custom ID for the color. And if I apply this now and refresh, then it should be disappeared. There we go. So again, custom CSS really powerful in basically any page builder that you will be using, whether that's a page funnel builder like LightFunnels, or if you're using Divi, if you're using Oxygen or Elementor or Bricks or what all the other what all the other page builders are called. Having the ability to customize the pages with custom CSS is really, really important. So let's see if we can do one more example. So we have an icon here, right? So we have the icons of fully documented templates. Let's see if we can give it a border, right? So let's see if we go here. Well, actually that won't work because it will give the border on the container surrounding the icon instead of the individual icon itself. So that's actually a bad example because that would not look that good, I think. So, but we can test it. We can test it. So let's go with well, let's go with custom ID instead. So let's go with 4. And let's see if that works. I don't think it will. As you can see, it will not pop up. And if we give it a features, it will look really, really weird. So that's also the thing with CSS. You will need to experiment with CSS to see how it looks like. And as you can see, now it looks really, really weird, right? So I'm, I'm going to basically cut off those sections. The thing that we could do with this container, right? We could give it a border size here. So if we say 2, then maybe it could show up, but I'm not too confident about that. So as you can see here, now you will have just a container surrounded instead of the circle inside. You can, if you really want to go advanced with custom CSS, you can apply it on the circle, but that requires a little bit more than just the basics as well. So I am actually experimenting with that, so to be able to apply it to individual sections inside of a container. But that's a little bit more of an advanced CSS section that I am still learning as well. But again, if you go to w3schools.com, there is so much to learn from this single website alone. And again, it's not just CSS, it's also HTML. You have JavaScript, SQL, Python, basically anything that you want to, right? So for now, I am going to remove this section. So I'm going to set this back to 0 and also removing the color because I do not need it. And this should solve the issue that I caused myself. There we go. So if you have any questions, if you want any help with web design, it's not my main focus because, as you know, my main focus these days is more chatbot marketing, but I do work with web design as well on my free time, if I have any, that is. But again, if you have any questions, just send me a PM through Facebook and I will be glad to answer them, reply to you, see if we can help each other out. If you want to learn more about chatbot marketing, do consider joining the membership. It's just a one-time payment and currently 60% off. So be sure to grab that if you are serious and want to learn more about chatbot marketing. You will also get more access to templates, which you can use, basically plug and play templates, just customize the text inside, and the logistics and stuff like that is already in place for you. If you want to learn more, I also have the workshops, of course, and also the mini apps for UChat that you can use, like the Stripe mini app to use in unlimited workspaces. You will be able to use the email verifier app that I have built for you to be able to verify emails and before even sending an email towards that specific email given, right? Basically protecting your sender reputation as well and preventing your domains from getting blacklisted that way. And so it's the membership contains a lot of features and it will really help you in your chatbot marketing career, but also your automation career, right? So if you want to learn more for your own business as well, how to automate certain things using chatbots and do those automations inside, then the membership is also a great place for you. If you have any questions about that, also feel free to reach out to me. And for now, have a great day, take care, and I will talk to you in the next live, which I'm hoping to do somewhere next week. So till then, take care.